please share the intrusive thought that you just...
Oh,
that was just the
hurts.
first. I haven't like topped in years, and then Cabo was.
I can do it.
Tequila and topping. That's me in Mexico.
Tequila and topping.
There's the podcast title, Tequila and Topping. Wild Til 9. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home.
ZocDoc is the only free app. Free. How much, Lauren?
Free.
Congrats. Yes, free app that lets you find and book doctors.
It's made the process of searching so much easier and less time consuming. Go to ZocDoc.com/wild and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/wild. ZocDoc.com/wild.
Welcome back to Wild Til 9.
Welcome back. Hey. Today we've got Caleb Marshall and Moody Booty, Cameron Moody, also known as the Fitness Marshall. And are you like the brains behind the operation, or like you fuel the business side?
I would love to hear his answer.
I know. I was
am.
how do you want to be introduced, Cameron? And the Cameron says, as Top Cameron.
Top Cameron.
Cameron the Top or Top Cameron?
Ooh, Cameron the Top sounds good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
CTG.
He's gonna use this in every conversation after this. So wait, how did you
bio.
come up with the Fitness Marshall, Cameron? How did you? What inspired you to hire this energetic boy from Indiana?
I just saw you and then said, oh, I can make money.
Actually, that's
kind of how it happened.
see when I saw him, I
Nailed
was
it.
like, oh, he's the
There we
only
go.
gay in the room. Maybe I'll talk to him. And when you saw me, you were like, I can make money from this bitch.
Yeah.
And love
Yeah.
at first sight. And now we've got Caleb and Cameron engaged. I feel like we've never had another engaged couple, right?
Really?
I don't think we have.
Wow. Look
And
at us.
I really am capitalizing on this opportunity to pit couple against couple later on in the episode, and I cannot wait.
Oh, I'm excited. We'll put our therapy to the test.
How long have you been together?
8 years.
8 years?
Wait,
7.5, 8?
no, 8 years in July.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Wow.
Everyone in the room seems shocked.
You look less
Very
in love,
young.
more shocked, or
That's crazy.
So you
After
guys-
a certain point, you're just like, oh, we've just been together for
Been
a
together,
while.
right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So you guys are both from Indiana, and I feel like what's interesting about you guys. Okay, wait, let's back up. Okay, so Fitness Marshall,
Yeah.
what do you do? If you want to explain it to people who are tuning in for the first time.
I am the modern day Richard Simmons meets Britney Spears. I do easy to follow dance fitness videos with a fun gay twist.
Fitness for all ages.
Fitness for all ages, sizes, sexual orientations, gender identities, and religions, unless you're an asshole.
Well,
speaking of actually, wait, stop, everyone stop. I need
go ahead.
the largest favor from you.
Yeah?
My mother's dear friend loves you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Like Midwest Donna's best friend loves you.
That's my demo.
Yeah, she goes by Donna usually, but yeah, that too. But not Donna. It's not that Donna doesn't love you, but this woman asked specifically after our engagement party,
right.
the very first question she asked, did you meet the Fitness Marshal? And I'm trying to remember exactly how she described it, but long story short was she basically said, like, over COVID, I needed something to do.
Right.
I don't like working out, so I got to make it fun. He was the one who did that for me. So if you could say hi to Linda right now, that would be great.
Hello, Linda. Thank you for saying hi. And genuinely, I'm so excited to have you a part of the Booty Army. Shake your tatas with me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Really though.
The
that
way
hurt.
you can just turn that on is hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh my
6'5"
god.
Central.
It's crazy. Most of the time I'm just like this. And then once the camera, I need to do something. Hello, swipe up.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
I will say it was awful quiet in this room until we did hit go. So like, is
That's
that
when we
like
were
a
talking
like a learned sociopath thing, or how does that work?
Yeah, mostly. It's just like I really like only am excited around people I enjoy, so I just have to fake it.
Got it. That's great.
Excellent
That's amazing.
response.
And it was a good episode.
Really good.
Yeah. Could you send to the next guest?
Wait, how do you know Linda?
Well,
We don't.
my mother.
Oh,
who
just your
worked-
mother's
My
friend.
mother
Okay.
is a court
Donna's
reporter
friend,
in the state of
Linda.
Illinois.
Gotcha.
And so this is another court reporter friend that she's been friends with for 40 years, I think. 50 years?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a long
And
time.
Linda's in the Booty Army.
Yeah.
She better be.
love
Honestly,
that.
we had so many people like during COVID, like we had like
believe
a
that, yeah.
resurgence. Because I mean, we've been doing this
Yeah.
for 10 years next year. And it was just like,
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a question when you're done.
We.
No, go ahead. Just something hit math. I did math.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but I'm saying the
math.
math. Do
yeah,
math.
yeah, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like we had like, so COVID was our like second life. And now it's crazy because we have
O2L.
like a whole, resurgence of fitness and relevance.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like I
really.
feel like there was like the fitness marshal, Chloe Ting, and Whitney Cummings. I feel like we're the three that.
Yes.
As a fitness person?
Yeah.
Whitney Cummings, the comedian.
Oh wait, no, Whitney Cummings. Who am I thinking of?
Whitney Simmons.
Whitney Simmons.
Yes.
Whitney Simmons.
Yes.
I don't think Whitney Cummings is doing anything.
Yeah.
No.
No, but good if she does.
I feel like I just saw her on a podcast. That's why I was thinking of her name.
So let's get back to the idea that you guys have been together 8 years.
Yeah.
But been working together for 10 years.
Well, 9
Okay.
so far.
Okay.
Okay.
So hitting 8 years this July, hitting 10 years in October of the
Got it.
channel.
And so what are like the I guess politics, culture, rules when it comes to dating coworkers in the workspace?
Well, what I will say is that we started dating when I had 100,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And I still genuinely don't know if you knew that I did that before we met.
No, I had no idea.
When we went on our
Oh.
first date, did you know that I was like a YouTube person?
No. Because what
Oh.
happened was people, like he was more famous like at our school because he was an instructor. So
Right.
everyone knew him.
Everyone.
And I was part of orientation. Well, I mean, kind of. It's weird.
What is it? Bloomington?
Campus
Where's it?
celebrity,
Bloomington, Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So he was like a little like campus celebrity.
Yeah.
But then we went on a date and then I was like, okay, I kind of like him. I'm going to stalk him now.
Who asked him?
And then
I went through a terrible breakup. My high school boyfriend and I broke up after 4 years and I was devastated. And I went to my senior year of college being like, what am I going to do with my life? And so I didn't talk to anyone for a year. I was a celibate homosexual in college.
Okay.
And so after a full year of being single, I saw him come into the gym as I was doing student orientation. I was leading Anaconda by Nicki Minaj.
Oh my god, you could so be an orientation leader. I see that for you for sure.
He was
I
the
was.
orientation leader.
Orientation leader.
plot twist.
I was giving the group exercise demo and he walked in and saw me shaking my ass to Nicki Minaj.
And you're like, I want this one.
Well, and I was like,
It was just clear he was gay.
He's gay.
I mean, really sold it.
So he was walking around in the lobby after class. And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, Cameron, reading his name tag. Very awkward conversation, did not go well. But then I stalked you on social media after, liked a recent
Not even
picture.
after. It was like minutes after I was walking to our next building.
Notification,
And I'm-
like.
Yeah.
When I
And I'm
decide
getting
on something,
alerts.
I'm all in.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, I
was
understand,
I've
I
waited
understand.
a year.
Yeah, yeah.
You're the one I'm going for.
Right.
So I liked a recent picture, a middle picture, and like one of his first pictures on Instagram.
wow, I
Yeah.
love that strategy. There is nothing that delivers a clearer message
Yeah.
than being interested than that.
I was like,
Wow.
I'm shooting my shot. Do what you want with it.
Wow.
And he did.
That is bold. I love it. And here we
Yeah.
are,
It was like
engaged.
restraining order or relationship.
Exactly.
It's worth the risk.
Could go either way.
get it.
Yeah.
It's good, but I'll know the answer so fast and I can move
Right.
on.
Right.
Also, if there's not that many, are you insinuating that there wasn't that many gay guys at
have you ever
Indiana?
been to Indiana?
I don't even know where Indiana is on a map.
There was, but well, it's by Illinois.
So Illinois is here. Indiana's here. Indiana would be like if Illinois didn't have Chicago.
That still doesn't really make any sense to me as a Canadian, but go ahead.
Well, it's just we're next door to each
Yeah.
other. But no, there were gays. It's just like I was not ready, and then by the time I saw him on Tinder before that, and so I flipped.
Yeah.
He was
know.
too immature for me. He looked like a little boy.
Oh yeah, what's the age difference? Because you're older, right?
2 years older.
2 years. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You're older?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know you can't tell because of my forehead.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how we're going for our touch ups on Botox
Yeah.
this in the next couple of weeks.
Are we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
I love that.
I am on Thursday. So
Wow.
I know we were talking right before Drag Race.
Oh, it's like a
How gay is that?
how gay are we?
weird. That's not in my calendar. The Botox appointment.
Yeah, well.
But you'll be at the Drag Race party.
Oh, I've got a thing. Yeah, big thing to do that day.
We literally, Jeremy was like
homophobic.
kind of half watching as he was working the other day, as I was watching the last episode. And this is just so much RuPaul slander as well too. He literally
why are
was
you doing
like,
this to me?
He was like, I just don't get it. And I was like, it's like, what do you mean? This is like a reality show drama plus like makeup show plus Project Runway plus Survivor basically.
So you get it.
I'm having a hard time with this one. It's not. And by the way, it's not that I don't
Caleb's face is literally glitching right now.
Well, it's just like you described the show so perfectly. It's all those shows in
No,
one.
I did. I was trying to make him see the light, and I was using No, and I was like, yeah, literally, it's all plus dancing, and then you've got America's Best Dance Crew basically in there as well too, and then also they do theater productions, the Rusical.
Okay, I think the issue is this. I keep coming in at the end of episodes when they're just performing, and I'm like, how did we get here?
Just
I'm missing
performing.
the story.
I know that. What do you mean?
But I'm missing the story.
The story is, did you see Anitra do a flip over Marsha? That's the story.
That should have been a double save that episode.
Yeah.
Sasha's pony. I just spit on you. You're pissing me off so much, Jeremy.
It's not that I don't think.
This really is homophobic.
The other problem is also.
As an ally,
okay,
I can say that.
As an ally.
I also think that it's been so hyped up to me. It's like it's the best show in the world. I'm like, okay, great. I don't get it. But it's not. It's okay. I don't need to get it. It's okay.
Okay. Well, we'll table this and we'll work
I
on
feel
it.
like you need me to get it.
I don't need you to get it.
I do
because
need you to get it.
What I will admit is we didn't start watching Drag Race until the pandemic.
Neither did I. I did
That's
too.
homophobic. Yeah.
It really
And it
is.
was.
Yeah.
And now we've obviously repented and we're doing much better as homosexuals.
Yeah. I get it.
We live in Palm Springs now. Like, we're really doing the work.
That's a full
We're
send.
doing
That is
the
a
work.
full send.
How many drag queen bingos have you been to?
We stopped counting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I honestly
You
couldn't
guys are
tell
never not at a drag something.
The problem is all of our friends are drag queens now.
I also didn't realize that Palm Springs was like jokingly, but not really jokingly, the place where drag queens just like go to retire.
Yeah.
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 It's been
Retire was an
mentioned so
interesting
many
word for
times
that.
I thought
on
you were
this
going to go to
season.
die.
You're
I was
gonna
like, well, that
die.
too.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, but then I was like, how do I find a nicer synonym for
I feel like
that?
if any drag queen was in the room, that's what they would have said.
Go to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not a drag
Yeah.
queen, so I can't say that. I'm an ally, but not a drag queen.
I don't know if that's that all that. Anyway, hot take. I think I've been to more drag bingo than you.
I've actually never been to drag bingo, but I've been to a lot of drag brunches.
Let's go just redirect the hate back at you because you might watch on TV. It's a passive listening experience. I'm more of like get out there into the wild.
So you participate in what you consume.
Jeremy got kissed on the actual like lips,
Tongue in my throat.
At
Yeah.
our last drag show that we
Okay,
went to.
so here's the thing is our community can sometimes not respect consent, which is something that we should talk about more.
Yeah.
we should have an open dialogue about it.
Especially to straight men, they are preyed on.
It was like, oh, this
Which is
dude's
weird.
with his girlfriend and her mother.
We brought my mom to a drag show. Yeah,
He obviously wants to taste my ashtray throat.
Well,
Yep.
and that's a compliment.
Thank you.
I thought so too. We made the mistake, and by the mistake, I mean I intentionally got us really great seats at the front so that it could be a full show because my mom was visiting, and I was like, we want the full experience.
And he got it.
And Jeremy got the full experience.
Yeah.
It was just so smoky.
That's a lot.
It's very,
It's a lot.
yeah. Wait, where was it?
We
Hamburger
were
Mary's?
Hamburger Mary's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good, like, palatable, I feel like, drag experience, usually. You got more so. I feel like
I've been there enough with great experiences. Not that it wasn't great. It's just like it wasn't exactly what I was trying to get into that day. It was a lot for 9:30 on Sunday in the morning.
9:30?
Yeah.
No.
Early
It was
brunch.
like it was noon. It was like noon. Relax.
Felt like 9:30.
It was noon. I was eating chicken fingers. Like it was noon.
Still brunch. Anyway, point is, there's definitely more aggressive locations. I feel like in West Hollywood, but
Yeah.
that is probably middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Well,
Okay, I want to circle back quickly. Before we talk shit on everyone's favorite drag bar. Okay, wait. So, let's go back. So, in Indiana, and you shoot your shot. You
I shot my shot on him.
Shot your shot.
Shot your shot?
He accepts your shot, shoots back, and
I
now
don't swallow.
We don't swallow. Caleb has this picture of me that he took at our last drag brunch, and it was mid me taking a shot.
It'll be here.
And there it is
there.
on screen.
It's that one.
If you're experiencing the visual version of this. And I jokingly said it was like when you try and make the attempt at swallowing, and that's what my face looked like. And
I said that was your first mistake is ever saying you'll try. That's a
Yeah.
deal breaker. Absolutely not.
I'm
Absolutely
so
not.
glad that we're on the same page here.
I don't care. And I've tried. And the last time I tried, it came. You know what? What? Who's sponsoring this?
No one anymore. Nobody. The last sponsor left the building.
Better help.
It just didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
It just didn't work out.
It was
was
goes
a
in and goes right back out.
Valiant effort.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way,
You know,
Linda,
and
you're
then my
still
face
watching.
looked like that.
Yeah. So Linda, if you could hop off, that would be great.
I'm
It's been good to
so
see you. It's good. Yeah.
Linda, I
No,
forgot you were here.
It's fine. It's fine. I
Not Linda.
Now, Is that like I feel like that's probably an outlier in the gay community?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, most of them.
really?
Yeah. Most of them are just
Guzzling.
Okay.
Just guzzling.
I'm done. Can you take this away?
Linda's long gone at this point, so we're fine.
Yeah, Linda's
I'm not
Linda's
telling
long
my
gone.
family to watch this.
She'll stay on for Moody Booty. Don't you worry.
Just stay on for Moody Booty. Also, I feel like we have like a major exclusive because I feel like you guys don't make that much content together.
Not really
He
anymore.
won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do a
Tell
lot
them
of
why.
content now.
Tell me why.
I don't know, because it became where I was like doing all the business things and then shooting everything. And I was just like, I can't do all
That's
this.
a lot. Yeah, that is a lot.
I was like, it's too much. And then it was becoming like, then when we were on tour, it was like, I was checking people in and everyone wanted photos with me. And I'm
right.
like, I can't be like a face and like be actually working.
Right.
He
At
was
the same
just
time.
too famous.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He was because
exhausting.
people would just like come up to him and be like, "Oh my god, like, can I get a photo?" Like, and he's like, "I'm taking a fucking picture right now, Linda." And it was just like you. I feel like I really want him in it because people love that.
Yeah.
but you don't.
No, but I like to sprinkle myself in because I don't want to be like,
He knows he's good engagement.
Yeah.
I know we're going to
annoying.
get good engagement. And so like, you know what, I'll be on something if it's going to be fun and I'm going to have fun. I don't want to just like do it because it's like, oh, like,
I feel
here
like
we
you've
go.
got like a similar perspective. Like I do my best to not have, I mean, I went down that path having a public relationship and that's just not interesting to me anymore. But I feel like now with content and we don't really consider this like, because obviously we talk about like real shit. So it's not like a vloggy situation where you're like painting like a different
Right.
life or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like even with like main channel videos, like I did a video not that long ago where, the one that you were in, the guessing the wedding dress
Yeah.
prices. And he was like, why did you ask me to be in this video?
That's
Like this
fucked
looks
up.
so fun.
Yeah.
And he was pissed. And I was like, oh my God, like don't even think to like ask you anymore because we made
It's
such
fine.
we made such
It's
a, like
fine.
an intentional decision to not do that for
Well,
so
as,
long.
as like, Strawberry 743647 on Reddit pointed out.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
doing nothing.
that's me on Reddit.
Oh, it's you. Yeah.
That's me on
Well,
Reddit.
whoever else pointed out, like, I'm just an unemployed, dumb, leeching, closeted guy sitting next to you. So I'm shocked that you aren't reaching out to people with more content opportunities.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe there'll be more in the next quarter.
I will say
Do
that
people comment like just terrible shit like about your relationship or about
my
you?
new thing is like now that the amount of times that now that I see just someone just like actively shitting on me on a page that I half own, I'm like, I'm right fucking here.
Yeah.
Right, like on the podcast.
Yeah, I type like this too.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel
Yeah.
like it. I don't know if it's different for straight people.
Well,
I
we
don't
just
know, I
get
just-
like,
People just like
slurs.
call you like short, maybe, or like the F word, but that's about it. I feel like people
That's
don't like.
that's pretty violent. I feel like the F word.
Well, I mean, we all get that. That's just like saying hello.
people don't really come for our relationship. They just come for like us being gay.
Yeah, honestly, people will come for me sometimes and be like, "You're mean to Cameron." I was like,
Well, I also think like sarcasm doesn't translate well.
"No,
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
And like not even like in America sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm always like shocked to the point I'm like, oh, they must not be. Oh, that's the way that you talk. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Louisiana public
Yeah.
schools.
If I can't be mean to you, then I don't like you."
I mean, the only issue that I had like forever ago is like coming off of, I feel like my last relationship of also just being like with someone who is in the public eye. You almost get to the point where like, I have to actively avoid it because I don't really want to even like deal with the person who's reaching, but then their reaching comment gets a like and a response and a reply and then like a long thread afterwards. I'm like, I don't even want to.
so
I don't want to give my energy to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I don't post anything.
I love giving my energy to the
Yeah, Lauren will find the time no matter what.
I cannot.
They said what?
I let them drown in a sea of their own irrelevance. It's just silence and no comment, no reply, and then
that's
it's just
good.
like they get lost.
I live in a sea of ignorance is bliss. I love a good comment filter and I'll just filter out like all the words that I don't want to see. And I'm like, oh my God, the comments are so nice. And I just live in ignorance.
I will say though, I think the podcast like community in general.
The podcast community is incredible. I've seen
Yeah.
like one mean comment ever.
I just think that like because
Yeah.
you have more time to explain what's going on.
100%.
Yeah.
There's so much more
Even when
context
you have
on
like a
everything.
stupid take, but it's around 45 other minutes of things that people do resonate with. It's like, all right, well, that fuck you for that. But everything else was great.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think also too with like shorter videos and like YouTube videos specifically, if it's like a vlog or it shows up in people's recommended and you get a lot of viewers that aren't like familiar with any of your
passing by.
Yeah.
right, just passing
Have
by.
no
I think it's like
context.
who have no context, and it's like 50-50 of subscribers and non-subscribers, and they're like, and it's so easy for them to be like, yo, fuck this bitch, hate her hair.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I have so many questions about your guys' business that's like related to that, but we're not ready to get there. So
Okay.
can we go back to
I shot my shot?
Yeah, yeah.
Shot your shot.
Shot.
What year was this?
2015.
You in college in
2015?
2015?
I graduated in 2015.
Got it.
So the summer, the
Yes.
month after I
Yes.
Subtle
graduated.
flex. I get it. You finished.
Just
Fine.
saying.
And what did you study again?
I have video production.
Okay, got
I
it.
love that for you. You're one of the only YouTubers I think I know that actually has a degree in video production of any kind.
Wow.
Genuinely,
Really?
I can't think of a single other.
I feel like it's hurt me more than it's helped me in a way. 'Cause
Really?
I feel like most of what I know I taught myself.
Yeah.
100%.
And so then now that I have a degree, it's just like, I don't need to hire someone to do that. I can do it myself. But then like I don't, or I do it worse than it would
If you had hired a
be.
professional.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like that's, I feel like my Achilles heel is thinking I can do things that I can't.
Well, like, why did you, like, of all of the majors that Indiana University offers, when you said, I want to spend my time and money on video production, what led you there?
Well, one, I didn't get picked up by Disney Channel in
Okay.
high school.
And was it close?
You know what? I came out here every year and auditioned, and I just got.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
You're dead serious right now.
Oh, I went to all the acting camps.
Oh
and like,
my
I was
God.
like, Mom, I know that you and Dad, you're divorced and that you don't have money right now, but you got to take me to LA so I can be a star. And she did. And she did. And that was the cutest thing.
Shout out moms.
Shout out. Yeah. But also
my
like she loved being like, I'm coming to LA. Like
A
my
stage
son's
mom,
going to be
yeah.
a star.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
she ate
you
it
knew
up.
that you were going to be a star from day one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna be best friends with Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
We were gonna hang out. I was gonna be
Yes,
on Disney.
yes.
And so when that didn't happen, I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to either be a psychologist or a music video director. And so I went to school and I was like, I'm gonna edit Britney's music videos. That was my dream.
Wait, actually, that's like literally such, I feel like a next lane over from what you're doing now.
Right. I was like,
Yeah.
if I can't
You
make
ever
it
been to
in-
Bloomington, Indiana? Hold on. That's, the only thing I'll say is like asterisk there is that if you were going to do that, there's a lot of places that you could have done it. And you did pick
The reason is I had 21st Century Scholar, which was what I got because my mom like didn't meet like an income threshold
Got it.
in middle school.
Got it.
And so they were the only school in Indiana that not only paid for my tuition, but
Okay.
also my room and board. And so I went to school for free.
okay, I'm with you on that one.
And so I was like, you know
I'm
what?
with you on that one.
I'll make something happen.
Indiana, here I come.
Is the video production, is that at Jacobs or is that a different like
No,
college
that's
there?
a different, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Jacobs
Got
is
it.
great.
I almost went there. They did not have a full ride for me.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my God, imagine if you guys had crossed paths in college. That would have
could be
been
Cameron.
wild.
You, Jeremy, listen.
Feed the
Oddly flexible.
suspicions.
Oddly flexible, this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the Reddit comments going now.
Open your
How did she
Reddit.
not see that he is obviously gay? I don't know, maybe because we have sex.
And you could have been over there. I
You
feel
gotta
like
switch
could've.
spots or
He's not, I'm not going, no, we're not going back there. I've been
Where,
dirty enough
being
and Linda's
straight?
still watching.
No, I think Linda's gone. I think we lost Linda at cum
Yeah.
guzzling.
No, I think I gotta be honest, I think she's on for the long run.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's here.
Okay. Cameron, what did you go for? How did you end up here?
I
And by
don't
here, I
know
mean
how I ended
Indiana.
up here.
And by
Yeah.
here, I mean Indiana
Yeah.
first.
No, my degree is in public health.
Got
And
it.
So
Okay, so we were prepping for COVID in 2015.
Yeah. So I was actually going to get my master's, and I wanted to work at the CDC. And I was
You're lying.
no, dead ass.
What?
And so
I didn't know the CDC was until a year ago.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but like I was studying like literally public health, like epidemiology, pandemics, like all
Holy
these things.
shit.
And then,
How'd we do?
but then like met him, started managing him. Then I was like, well, we moved
Can't do
here
both.
when I got my degree, like graduated and moved here the next August.
You waited?
Yeah, well, you waited for me.
Oh yeah. And also like I wasn't gonna be able to do shit without him. But
So
when,
wait, how did we go
Wish Lauren had
from...
that disposition. I couldn't do anything without him. Like, no, she'll get halfway through it and go, babe, I couldn't do this, but I started.
I think I can, and then I get halfway through, and I'm like, "What's the Wi-Fi password?"
Same what it's been. Same what it's been. Yeah.
How did we go? What's the timeline here? You lost me. What's the timeline here between shooting your
Anaconda
shot,
and
cum
you didn't
guzzling, Anaconda, starting the YouTube channel because you had 100,000 subscribers then, and then dating, and then you being like, "I should be your manager," or "You should be my manager."
Well, because we were like, he lived in the dorm with me because I was like,
so here's the deal.
I was an RA And so got kicked out of his apartment. And then
For what?
So
lived with me.
well, I had first of all no money because I didn't monetize my channel with 100,000 subscribers. So
Wait, why?
Music.
Yeah.
That's
I was-
right. Oh my God, yeah,
you didn't monetize it. You
$0.
monetized it for
Literally $0.
Warner,
$0.
Universal, and Sony.
Yes.
I had a silver plaque and I said, Cameron, can I have money for a haircut? And it was so sad. But I had a big falling out with my roommate. That is just like they tried to ruin me on like YouTube and like
Yeah.
commented on every video being like, you're an awful person, like you're like appropriating like cultures and like cause I was like doing like hip hop dances at the time.
Doesn't clean
Right.
the dishes.
It bitch, he literally put my I forgot to take the trash out. I have ADHD. And so he one time like
Surprise.
took the trash and set it on my bed when I was like gone for a week and I came back and the trash was like in my room for a week. And it was just
smelled
like it was a bad time and we were also
Yeah.
like best friends for like a very long time so it was awful. But we're good now and
Okay.
we've reconnected. But the point of this story is what? Well, I had to move into the
He
fucking
moved
dorm.
into the dorms with me. And so I was like doing my homework on his computer one night. And then I saw his inbox and I was like, what the fuck? There's like hundreds of emails here.
All claims.
And so then I was like,
all music claims, all
copyright
music
claim,
claims, yeah.
copyright claim, copyright claim. But I was like, wait, you don't like read your emails and people are like reaching out to you to like do things.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not doing that? And then
Can I get money for that haircut again?
yeah, and I was like,
I don't want your
dance, Dad.
and then the same day, like asking me for money. So I was like, you should be like doing something.
There's like a business here.
College kid.
Yeah.
Could you mind?
And so then it kind of just naturally happened where I was like, just cleaning out his inbox, and I was like, oh, I'll just keep doing this. And
This
then
was
I
like a month after like we started dating.
Yeah.
Right?
It's beautiful.
like 3 months, I think.
But also like we moved in together after 3 months.
Yeah.
So like we are like
Yeah.
lesbians. Like we just moved
Yeah, I love
very
that.
fast.
We're pretty close to that.
The anomaly, though, of you guys being able to meet in college, move in together quickly,
You've- Indiana
start
as
a
well.
business
It-
together
there's a-
in Indiana,
Yeah.
move out across the country to LA, continue to live together, have 2 dogs, have a successful business, and still be in love is wildly shocking.
Oh,
like
we
the
didn't
odds
say we
are
were in love.
not in your favor.
where was that?
We're gonna have a bomb ass wedding, but we're not in love.
No, it's crazy. Also, I'm just like such a trusting person. And so like this could have gone terribly.
Yeah, it really could have.
Could have been swindling.
Because I'll just
Yeah.
be like, I'll give you my life on a platter. Like I trust you with everything.
I
Here's
just
my-
want to dance. I just want to dance.
Let's build a life together. And he did it, but it took so much work. And I think
Yeah.
that's how we made it is we both like got in therapy. We worked on like communication. Like we had so many moments where it was like, this is going to break us.
Yeah.
But then we like figured out how to get past it. Like we moved towards the relationship. And I think that's where a lot of people would just like bail.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
it got hard, we just like figured it out. And I feel like we're better now than we were when we met,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I really love you.
We're better. I'm not as hot, definitely.
I also am not as hot.
But you know, it's probably better at talking about stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I think also too, like, because everyone's communication styles are so different. Like you learn how to communicate with that specific person too
Yeah.
over the years.
You know what the craziest thing was with us is our biggest problem was that like when we have a fight, I have to talk about it right now because like I have to resolve this, and he is just like bottles up these emotions and cannot speak and like
Push it down.
he can't do it.
We
He
push
like
it down.
he needs time.
We'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow, we'll do it
Oh my God.
tomorrow.
Can't
No,
do it. Can't
absolutely
do
not.
it.
Absolutely
and so
not.
I had to learn like we can't have a single productive conversation while you're upset. So like I have to give you that space.
I'll just start saying shit.
Yeah, that you don't mean,
Yeah.
but you're,
Yeah.
it was like
So you need time to
gets-
process.
yeah. And
It
so
gets
once
spicy.
I realized that, like I was like, okay, give him 20 minutes and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Crazy. What happens when you just like learn each other's communication
But did you
styles?
learn that on
Right.
your own, or did your therapist tell
My
you to stop?
therapist.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
I was
Okay.
like, why? He's like, I'm trying to talk to him right now. And my therapist is like, Caleb, nothing good is going to come when Cameron's angry. Like, what do you want to get out of this conversation?
Right.
And I was like, well,
Wow.
I'll give you time.
Do you have the same therapist or different ones?
Different.
Whose is better?
They're probably different though. Like you probably have different
they're very-
needs.
they're very
don't let
different.
them off the hook.
I think I don't know. He actually had a session with mine. So you can better answer this. Because we did a couple, like
interesting.
one couple session.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to ask if
Yeah.
it's individual therapy
Yeah.
or couples
Yeah.
therapy.
I don't know. I really don't.
Did you like my therapist?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I would go to him if you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, well.
There it
Yeah,
is.
I don't think I would want the same therapist.
Your therapist
I
is
think it's actually, I
hot.
think it's probably better to have separate therapists.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Also, they're both gay. My therapist is married with kids, raised Catholic, so like has all the religious trauma that I grew up with.
Right,
And so
right,
it's-
right.
I feel like that's the most important thing is finding a therapist that like gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, my therapist is single with
Okay.
a cat. So
Not quite on the same level of relating.
Okay. Got it.
he does content with the queens.
Have you ever fallen victim to yourself of the super smart decision / bad habit of Googling symptoms you've been having and ended up going down a rabbit hole, and we refer to as a
Wormhole.
wormhole? Thank you so much. That always ends up leading to the worst case scenario.
I've not, but you do every time.
I've literally never done that. I've never done that in my entire life, and I would
You've-
never even think about doing that. That would be
you've-
crazy.
You've never not done that.
That would be crazy.
Like you should have been a med student with your apparent interest in diagnosing yourself.
That would be crazy. And
Yeah.
I would never do that. Okay, so just say that I maybe had done that.
You have.
I'm sure that I
You've done
am
that this
not
week.
the only one.
You've done that with my
And
symptoms.
I'm sure that we have all found ourselves freaking out a little bit for no reason when there are better ways to get the answers you want and the care you deserve from trusted professionals and not random people on the internet like Reddit and TikTok and some of the other social media platforms that have very legit medical advice.
Whatever sponsored link shows up at the top of your feed.
ZocDoc helps you find expert doctors and medical professionals that specialize in the care you need and deliver the type of experience you want.
ZocDoc is the only free app. Free. How much, Lauren?
Free.
Congrats. Yes, free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them and treat almost every condition under the sun. So no more Googling. If the condition's under the sun, Lauren, now you know where to go. No more doctor roulette or scouring the internet for questionable reviews. With ZocDoc, you have a trusted guide to connect you to your favorite doctor you haven't met yet. Millions of people use ZocDoc's free app to find and book a doctor in their neighborhood who is patient reviewed and fits their needs and schedule just right.
Finding a doctor, going to a new doctor, going to their new office, I feel like is very anxiety inducing. And until you find the right doctor, it's just like it's not the best.
It's not a fun journey.
It's not a fun
No,
journey.
there's
It's
nothing enjoyable
not
about it.
a fun journey. But with ZocDoc, I can trust that I will find the right fit with the real patient reviews. It's like food. Like you're not going to go to a restaurant that's got the bad reviews, right? And so it's the same thing with the doctor. And it makes me feel so much better about booking an appointment. It's made the process of searching so much easier and less time consuming. Go to ZocDoc.com/wild and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/wild. ZocDoc.com/wild. So let's talk about religious trauma.
Yeah.
What kind of religious trauma do you have?
Ooh, all the kinds. Well,
Your first experience or what?
you know what? I was raised very conservative, and also like that was the time also when there was no internet, like no other information. So you just like believed whatever your parents believed,
Yeah.
and that was the gospel truth. And so I had to, as every gay person, like most gay people, I feel like, went through praying the gay away, like all the internal conflicts. Like my first crush was in kindergarten. Like I knew,
Right.
I was like, and also in like first grade, I was like, Aladdin and Hercules are fucking hot.
Right.
And I was like, I know that I should want like Jasmine and shit, but like, I'm sorry, I had an Aladdin doll and I would like undress him and be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop now. This is too much. I overshare. That's one of my things.
It's great for a podcast.
So,
Makes my job very easy.
Reddit is going crazy right now.
So anyway, so I had to just like push that down. And I just like grew up so like, if I don't do these things, I'm gonna go to hell. Like I'm
Right.
gonna like,
Yeah.
and that was like,
Yeah.
imagine like being like 9 years old and being like, I'm gonna burn for eternity. Like that's not
a lot.
fun way to live.
No, that's a lot
So
to,
I'm
like-
still unpacking that today with my therapist. Like, oh, like I can say fuck and not like think like, oh, maybe like God's gonna cast me into an eternal pit of damnation.
Well, not for that reason.
Yeah, very different reasons.
Yeah.
So like I didn't like even like cuss until I was in like high school. And then I was always like, I'm not having sex until I got married. Well, that lasted until I was 15. But Can someone else answer a question?
done.
I'm so done talking.
Well,
Can someone else answer the question?
I've got nothing to
If
say.
I touched Hercules' dolls, I would add something to it. I don't understand something to
Oh
add
my
to this
God.
one.
You're right.
I've
Okay.
just- I've done weird things.
Who was
That's just
your
not one of them.
like who were like your childhood like cartoons and like animations that you were like that your sexual awakening? So we got your answer.
I
Yeah, we
answered.
got your answer.
I don't know.
What do you mean? The guy has something. Something resonates. Have to have something.
I just watched a lot of like really like small kid shows. I'm not gonna say Blue's Clues.
Okay.
You're like Veggie
Veggie Tales, not cucumbers.
Christine, get it? The old one?
No.
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
no.
All right.
Have you seen the new Wiggle?
He was just
Yeah.
talking about
Oh
this.
my
Oh my
god, the
God.
new
The
purple
purple
Wiggle.
He
I've been dying to
does it.
TikToks of like all of like the women
Can
who
I
are
get a purple wiggle, please?
Purple Wiggle is tatted. You see, he has a twin too.
no.
Yeah, Purple Wiggle has a twin, and everyone just like that's our age. They're like the producers know exactly what they're doing because
They
they know
do.
the mother demographic, the mother and father demographic that is watching the Wiggles now, who are interested in the Purple Wiggle.
Yep, that's
Oh
him. Yep.
my gosh. Like, he has no business being that hot.
And like the content he creates is so
It's pretty thirst trappy.
It's-
It's
it is.
like
His
Wiggle
TikTok.
thirst trap.
yeah.
Are the wiggles on like PBS or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it is a kids show, but that's what everyone's saying, being like, oh, the producers know exactly what
That's
they're
what your
doing.
tax dollars are going to right
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Right
exactly.
there.
And you can
And
up my
we
taxes.
stand for
Yeah.
that.
You can get every last dollar.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, I love you so much.
There's just room for more? or-
Well, you can't. Yeah. Next, what?
First and last engaged couple on the podcast.
I'm trying to think of like who my sexual awakening like character was. There's got to be one. I'm trying to think of like what I watched.
I'm sitting right here.
Like Prince Eric? And it's kind of who you're marrying.
Thank you.
I literally always say this.
Thank
That
you.
I cannot believe that I ended up with a like conventionally hot guy.
It's so sweet when she says that too.
I don't know. Like I just never thought
Like,
that.
how to make something that would otherwise be what a compliment sound like, I just can't fucking believe that, like, this.
I ended up with a hot guy. Look at this hot one that I got.
What did you think you were going to end up with?
It's the way, yeah, I get it.
I just never thought that I'd end up with like a Prince Eric. You know what I mean? Because I've never had like the princess complex where I was like, I'm gonna live my fairy tale, da da da. So I never like pictured myself with like a Disney prince-esque looking dude, I guess.
What kind of guys do you usually go for?
In high school, I loved like grimy skater boys. With, you know, so like the fact that I did took a hard 180 and ended up with Prince Charming is just wild to me.
That's so.
What a
that
plot
is sweet.
twist.
That is sweet.
Don't you like it's gross? Like showers, a thing. Like, wouldn't that like?
No,
Well,
but
she
I'm
might
like,
not have thought that she deserved more until she met you.
oh yeah, love to fix someone broken. Love.
Yeah, I got those. I
love
got those
to-
vibes that are first. Like, I think he's mature, but if he's not, it's gonna be even better. Like, if this is all a lie, it'll be a fun ride.
great.
I literally remember texting my mom after our first few dates being like, I think he's too mature. And is that a red flag? Like, I was genuinely stuck on that being like, something's not right.
Oh, no.
Something's not
When
right.
I called to confirm our date earlier in the morning, I was like, "Hey, it's Jeremy. Just wanted to confirm."
Literally,
tonight."
I was like this. I was like,
She goes,
Your first date, you called?
"Yes, call." Hey,
tell me that's not terrifying.
I would
That's
not
Thank you.
answer the phone.
Thank you
Terrifying.
so much. Thank you. Thank you so
no,
much.
you meet him. Like, sure, you have to meet in person, but like, not. You don't talk on
You
the
don't-
phone
no.
before that.
I picked up the phone. I said,
I feel so
Are we
seen.
still on for tonight?"
And I said,
And I'm not gonna.
That's a text.
It sounded like she
Thank
just
you.
got off like the elliptical. I was like, "Yeah, it's okay."
my voice cracked.
You can't have a first impression over the phone. That's not fair.
But it wasn't a first impression.
we
talked
had actually
before.
talked on the phone before
Years
because we
ago.
had worked together previously.
Yeah, you're not the only ones fucking in the
But
workplace.
no, but like,
That's not like the gays have a monopoly on that.
but like
Listen,
talking on the phone
we
in
do.
this context was absolutely not okay. I was like, oh my god, he's calling me. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
No.
What do I do?
Because you were just gonna see each other. Like, wait, save it.
It's like, okay, there's a constant.
Are we still on for tonight?
Thank you.
But like,
Oh, I feel so seen. I'm so
Point
glad
is-
we had this conversation.
all you do
This was
is say,
therapeutic for me.
if guys wanted to, they would. I wanted to call and
Yeah,
confirm,
but I wanted you to show up.
and I wanted you to know that you could trust that I would show up without having to guess whether I was going to be there.
Just could have been a text.
Oh, jeez.
Even a voice note if you're really needing to say something.
No.
That's
I
still
don't-
scary.
I mean,
I hate
yeah.
voice notes.
Like the
Okay.
hinge
I
voice
won't listen to
notes?
them.
Oh, really? Oh, I like a voice note. I feel it's a nice middle ground between a call and a text. Sometimes when you have to say something that's a little lengthy, or if you're about to talk shit and don't want the.
That's true.
right.
I'll use it for that, but I'm like, no, I want to be able to reference this later. So if like someone's telling me something important, I'm like, I don't remember what the fuck you
because
said.
it does disappear. Yeah, that's
when we
for
first
sure
started
true.
talking, you and me, like you sent me some voice notes because I was like, hey, like I have debilitating anxiety. Like, what do you do for it? I remember like you responded in like a voice note, and I was like, do I voice note back? Like, oh my God, like I have to say something. Like, what do I say? Like, and then I would like redo the voice notes. So I was like, I have to seem like I'm just like, can have a casual conversation. So voice notes are something I've worked on and I've gotten better at.
Yeah, true.
That's like one of those good things where it's like we were like not friends enough where I'd be like, hey, want to get on a call so we could talk about how our mental health is in shambles?
I
Send
would've
my
blocked
Zoom
you.
link real quick.
Yeah, exactly. No, literally, we would have blocked each other. That's an
Yeah.
absolute no. But like, I was like, this is too much for me to send you a novel via text.
Right. No, very, very appreciated. And it helped me grow. So
Yeah,
thank you.
I forgot about that. I was like, meds are wonderful. Big pharma fucks.
Yes.
Big
yes.
pharma.
Big pharma fucks.
You've given me so much. You've given me therapist recommendations, medication recommendations,
a great car
car
detailer.
detailer. What else have we got from Lauren?
Something else recently.
Wait, dead ass. Like,
Did I give you my masseuse? I have a great masseuse.
no.
This
but
podcast is getting
I
less and
would
less
love-
relatable by the second. I mean,
My car detailer, my in-house masseuse, my
I'm like, Jesus.
I just want to say that this is all literally more affordable, and I feel like people don't realize this, than going to the car wash that's down the street.
Yeah.
And then you also have to sit there for 2 hours, where like this is so much better. And then also when they're an individual like of their own company, all the money goes
Support
into
small.
their yes.
Yep. And I feel like COVID has taught us that our time is valuable. And so like when you're like, how much time do I spend driving to like a car wash and
Yes.
sitting there when I could just like pay a little bit extra maybe and have someone do it?
100%.
And then we get to grow and talk more and watch our shows, which
Maybe
is
you
what I
should
value.
go wash the car.
Maybe you should head on outside.
Maybe you
Then we
should
gotta go home and just
go
stay and count our money. This podcast was the worst idea.
Wait, we still didn't circle back on everyone's sexual
You're in a room with a
awakenings.
lot of people with ADHD.
Yeah,
That's going to happen the entire time.
I know.
I even took my medicine today.
Wow.
Who was yours?
Who is mine?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I feel like I would, when I discovered MTV, even when I was way too young to watch it,
Yeah.
I would just like watch. Because all the shows then were just like, you know, real world trash. There's like one trashy hot girl in every season. I'd just be like, Samantha.
Yeah, or like remember Next?
Oh,
Room Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there would always be like the one kind of grimy cute guy. I'd be like, that's the one.
I mean, the fact that like, they were able to basically use the same script for every single show of
and
19
it worked.
seasons.
It worked.
Yeah.
Our friend produced that.
Jen produced that.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
you like to the point where it's like they're not gonna like watch that another time, are
Yeah.
they? And then like just people just go next.
Well, look at
next.
ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
400 seasons and episodes.
I feel like they can't enjoy their jobs at this point.
No.
Do they?
Oh my God. So I shot an episode of,
Yeah.
so I did one, and
Hold on,
you
let me
would,
take that flex up. Jesus.
Oh, you never been?
you know what?
Oh,
When
you
there's
haven't?
4,000 episodes, I feel like it's less of an accomplishment. But so we did an episode, and I'm not kidding. The way that they shoot those episodes, if the runtime of the episode is 24 minutes, they shoot that shit in 27 minutes. It is so insane. You are in and you are out. They shoot 6 episodes a day, 5 days a week. Like it makes sense how it can play on MTV at all times of the day.
I would argue that MTV plays on ridiculousness. At this
I agree.
point.
That's the ridiculousness channel.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Yeah, it should be like Viacom, CBS, Deer Deck.
I mean, that must be nice though, just having such like regularity. It's like you're on like Vegas residency. It's just like
That's
they do
exactly.
the same thing. They know where they're gonna be.
You giggle
Well,
and you react.
But okay, your schedule has to be similar, right?
Oh yeah. Ever since I like started doing live streams, it's just been
Right.
I live stream once or twice a week. I do a video on YouTube if I want to. I haven't put out a video on YouTube in over a month.
Yeah, Cameron was talking to me
It's
about
been all
that.
short.
Yeah.
It's just been
Oh, yeah,
shorts,
shorts,
and like
yeah.
live
Shorts.
streams, and it's the same thing every week. I know what to expect, and I love it.
Ugh, that's amazing. I love that for
I
you.
need routine. Like as someone with ADHD, if I don't have routine, I will feel like I'm drowning in a sea of endless possibilities, and I don't know what to prioritize.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he does all my scheduling, life is so much better. You make me better.
That's so
True.
sweet.
Please don't leave.
So
Please don't die on me.
Anything? Does that remind you of anything or anything that comes to mind? Or
So we're gonna move on to this game that I'm so excited for. You make me so much better.
Too late.
So we've been meaning to do this of like some kind of version or iteration of like how well do you know each other, but this is so much more fun now that we've got two engaged couples. This is also the name of one of Jeremy's favorite podcasts, but this is also the name of this new segment called Nearly Weds that we're doing because we're both nearly weds.
that's fun.
That's adorable.
I know. Also, I can't wait to talk about wedding planning after this. So I need everyone, all the ADHDers, to pay attention. You and you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
email. Got it. I'm back.
Eyes here. Cameron's already dialed in. Okay, so we are going to all have a whiteboard. Sir.
I'm watching.
You're watching here. Okay, good. Okay, this is gonna be a lot. Okay, so we've got 10 questions. And you're gonna write down 2 things on each of your whiteboards. 10 questions. 2 things on your own whiteboard. You write down your answer, and you're gonna write down the answer that you think is correct for your partner.
Ooh. Got it.
Okay. So if it's like, what's your favorite color? I write mine and then his.
Yep.
Okay.
And just real quick, what is your favorite color, Lauren?
Okay, here we go. And
So
I've so actually I can't believe we didn't even talk about this already. The last time that we saw you guys, Cameron was absolutely blacked.
Well, we saw you guys.
Blacked out.
I was there.
Cameron was there
Yeah.
Cameron was everything, everywhere, all at once.
all at once. That's a great way to put it.
I want everyone to be hammered at our events.
Oh,
Well, I was.
yeah.
So,
Well, then invite us more often.
Anyway, so the loser has to take a shot, and I've conveniently picked up. I'm not a gin drinker, so I don't know if this is that a good gin?
Hendrix is our favorite.
You enjoy Hendrix?
I love Hendrix.
But we also have a refined palate, so you'll get there.
That was tough. Anyways,
the
I'm
gays
gonna
had good
be
taste.
drinking my Kendall Jenner tequila.
That's right.
Okay,
Do you
so,
like that for real?
Yeah, I do.
Love it. It's actually like shockingly good.
I haven't had it.
Shockingly
I usually
good.
drink Casamigos if I have tequila.
So
I
you
like
and
the
Clooney?
Casamigos as well too.
Got it.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hit us with the first question. Okay, so your answer. Okay, well, you give us the first
can't
question. We'll circle back. What's your fiance's worst habit? Okay, so you're gonna write your worst habit at the top.
What if you don't have one?
Then that would be really interesting. But the good news is that
Oh, no.
Okay. Can you remind me what mine is? All right.
okay. So my worst habit at the top, and then your worst habit at the bottom.
Got it.
Let me know when you're ready to reveal.
I'm not ready. Hold on. I'm really having a hard time with mine.
Okay.
Maybe not being self-aware.
Self-awareness.
I hope you get a podcast.
Literally,
I
Caleb
had one.
earlier was like, yeah, I just really have anything to say, and we were like, no, I think like people like Emma Chamberlain just like talk about their inner monologue. Now I'm realizing your inner monologue is wonderful,
Oh, no, mine's chaotic.
for sure. But that's synonymous with wonderful. I think.
I'm ready.
Okay. Caleb and Cameron. So for Caleb, your worst habit.
Is being late.
Oh.
Being late.
Ooh.
Really?
Okay, and for Cam.
Forgetting to you.
What
go,
the
so
fuck?
go. No, you go.
I said not flossing.
I was forgetting to brush his teeth before bed.
Oh my God, dental hygiene! Oh my God, that's 2 points.
that
That's close
hurts.
enough for me.
Wow. Also, I'm gonna be less
Definitely
specific.
2 points. Holy
That's
shit.
wow, that's good.
Give me the shot.
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta take it.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so for your worst habit,
Yeah.
I said you leave your socks everywhere.
I do.
Did you not say that?
No.
What did you say for your worst habit?
I need to be right about literally fucking everything.
Oh, that's true. He's self-aware.
That's
He's
good.
self-aware.
Funny.
Okay, and then for my worst habit, what did you put?
Borrows cords, never puts them back.
I said I chew on my mouth. I like chew on the inside of my
Oh,
cheeks,
yeah.
and it's a really gross habit.
Can't really help that.
Do you get sores when you do that? Because I do.
No, but I do get a lot of canker sores anytime I eat
Yeah.
something that's like a little bit acidic.
Things that are fixable.
Okay, so we did really bad on that one. Okay.
yikes.
All right. Well, they've been living with each other for
Team
like the
Caleb and
second
Cameron.
they met each other.
Yeah, you're so right. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck.
What was your fiance? What was your fiance wearing the first time you met them? Oh, I know the answer to this actually.
Well, you know, fucking Caleb was shaking his ass during Anaconda, so that limits the fucking possibilities.
I feel like we're gonna get this, babe. I feel good about this.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. Caleb, what was Cameron wearing the first when you guys first?
His O team uniform.
Oh.
Orientation leader team, yeah.
I said my red O team shirt and khakis.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
What was I wearing?
I said a black tank and your pop star mic with shorts.
Yes. I said fitness marshal attire, yeah.
Oh, he like branded it? That's, I mean.
Smart.
Okay.
Follow me on
Oddly,
YouTube,
oddly
Instagram,
vague.
TikTok.
Oddly vague.
Booty Army.
Okay.
Okay, what was I wearing when we first met?
A brown skirt with a leather jacket.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
specific. Wow.
Yeah. I said a khaki colored skirt with a black long sleeve. I totally forgot I was wearing a jacket, but you're totally right. I was. And I said when I saw you, you were wearing a brown leather jacket and jeans and booties.
Tom Ford leather, Saint Laurent shoes.
And that's what you wrote down? Wow.
Did you write the brand names? You hoe. You
Okay.
brand name whore.
I mean, if you could do it with yours too, it would just look like Alibaba Express.
Amazon special skirt.
Read.
Oh my God. Okay. We were
That's
at a
good.
2-1.
I think 3-1, right?
Oh, did we get? So did we get 2 points there?
We get 2
We get
points.
2 points. Okay, so it's 4-2.
You said that like a Canadian. Do it again.
Well, I can't. Now I'm overthinking it.
Say sorry.
Sorry.
She said sorry.
Sorry. Who is your fiance's celebrity crush? Oh, this is easy. I'm gonna put 2.
This is actually, check knows my top 5.
Wait. This is the wrong 2. This is the wrong 2. You have a top 3.
Yeah, I probably do. So do you want me to write multiple then?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna put 2 for myself as well too.
Fuck. Okay.
Do you guys only have a top, like a very clear top one?
Can't even think of one for me.
This is wildly disappointing.
I don't pick favorites often.
Oh God.
God, my writing is absolutely atrocious.
I'm fucking ready. Let's do this thing.
I also am ready.
This is my.
Come on, boys.
No, I'm done. I fail.
You're
Okay.
already in the lead.
All right.
You're in the lead.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you guys, same
okay,
time.
so
Go ahead.
Caleb on this. Caleb's celebrity crush
Uno,
is.
dos, tres.
We both
Go ahead.
reveal.
Yeah.
Kit Connor.
Oh yeah!
Wait, who? Wait,
You're so
Connor?
right. Wait,
I
he's
know.
so young.
show,
I
the,
can't.
show the audience. What is it?
He just turned 18.
Well, freshly practicing consent.
Oh no! But he did just post a thirst trap.
And okay, so you're not wrong. You're actually very right.
Yes.
And then I would also add Shawn Mendes. I didn't write that down either. I just said any generic looking man with muscles.
That's what you put for yourself?
Yes. Chris Evans, like Hemsworth came to mind, like the Thors and Miley. But also Kit Connor.
You think that Chris Hemsworth is a generic looking man?
I mean, I just,
Just like hot white man.
So you're
any
saying
man that
Jeremy.
could be like
Yeah.
on an Abercrombie poster in the 2000s.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
my type.
Hot white man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zac
So
Efron.
definitely me.
Like whoever was like on the back of the Fierce bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Which my dad had that cologne growing up, and so like that's a really
Interesting
odd
choice
like,
for your dad.
So and he still wears it.
Okay.
But he's straight. No, he is. And then Cam's next, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kim?
Okay. Evan the Berries and trainer with an OnlyFans.
This is real world people. I'm dying.
So that's
Our neighbor Steve.
That's all I can think of. You never ever say people are hot.
Jesse from Grey's Anatomy. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
I just think that maybe a little less time in therapy and a little bit more time talking about who else you guys want to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be healthy.
So you guys, it's your turn.
Okay. We're gonna
3,
say
2.
Wait, for you or me? For you or me? For you. Let's go. You first. Your celebrity crush.
Mine?
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Anna de Armas.
Anna de Armas. Yes.
And
Wow.
Alex Daddario.
Elgin Daddario.
Yes.
And
Sydney Sweeney.
I went with Emily Ratajkowski. But you're Sydney
But
Sweeney for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my 2 points then. Anna de Armas, Alex Daddario,
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's a good choice.
Yeah.
You know what? She's everyone's crush. Let's be
You know what
honest.
though? I feel like I've let off the gas because she's openly been had an issue with people like sexualizing her. So I'm like,
Sydney
you know
Sweeney.
what?
Yeah.
All
Okay,
good.
that's fine.
Sydney.
Okay.
In a cashmere turtleneck. I'm on.
Titties covered.
Okay.
Ew.
That's respectable.
Respectable.
Tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Hey, get over here.
Reddit's gonna be fucking vibrating. I knew it. Okay, all right.
for me.
Yours?
Go ahead.
Pete Davidson
Oh, I forgot about Pete Davidson. I love Pete Davidson.
and the dude from Gossip Girl.
Penn Badgley?
Ben
I don't know.
Or
Chase Crawford
Yeah, that one, and then there's the one that
from Gossip Girl. Oh, Ed Westwick.
yes.
Oh, you're so right. I put Taron Egerton and Dave DeFranco.
oh my gosh, same. I see. All yes. Dave DeFranco is so hot.
Dave
Are you kidding me?
DeFranco's so cute.
Wait, DeFranco or just Franco?
Dave.
Franco, right?
Oh, Dave Franco. I'm thinking
Dave
Philip
DeFranco.
DeFranco,
Yeah.
the YouTuber.
Also, Philip DeFranco is candy.
Didn't he just get muscles?
Is Zaddy.
Sadly.
Okay, next question.
Any day. Not tomorrow. Next day. Today. Fuck it.
What emoji does your fiance use the most? Bonus points if you can draw it.
I can't.
Just kidding. Jeremy and I would never get any points.
Okay, when you say uses the most, like currently, has used?
I don't know, like which emoji do you associate with me?
Does winner get a pick the shot the other team takes?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just ask.
Are you versatile? Like, could you do a gin shot?
I'm
and
very verse.
I see that for you.
Yeah. When I'm in Mexico, I only drink tequila.
When I'm in Mexico, I only talk. Please share the intrusive thought that you just.
That was just the
hurts.
first. I haven't like topped in years, and then Cabo was.
I can do it.
Tequila and topping. That's me in Mexico.
There's the podcast title. Tequila and topping.
Are you ready, Jeremy?
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm so ready for you to be ready.
Okay, Caleb, your most used emoji is.
Party.
I said the crying laughing.
Okay,
That's
okay.
not. You're not wrong.
Is the guy holding two dicks?
Yeah, what's happening over there?
So
And
these
then-
are the two dancing girls.
Oh, yeah.
I- This is the little guy that does this.
Oh, the what's going on?
Oh, you're right.
Aggressive smiley.
That's the guys are smiling.
Yeah. Well, I did the side eye. Like
I feel like you usually just like, where's your social posts?
I do that one a lot.
Hashtag ad. Where's the post for today?
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, yeah. I hate this emoji. I think it's
Well,
so
yeah,
stupid.
I just wanted to do like drawings for each of us and then have emojis.
Your drawings are good.
The drawing are, really not
Yeah.
bad.
Crying, laughing. I do that a lot.
That's
But I-
0 for 2 on,
So,
on
for two, over
Caleb.
two?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I got
Yeah.
good news for you. We will be as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
for me, I did the cute little like smiley emoji with the eyes.
Yep.
And what did you put?
I said, I don't know. And then mine's the check mark for sure. The green one.
I did this face. I feel like you send that face back a lot. And I feel like this is actually a really representative of
Yeah, that's what it's called.
of our relationship is me with the cute smileys and you with the unimpressed face.
I'm only
At the 6 TikToks that I've sent him that he hasn't watched is the response that
Well,
I get to this
I
one.
sit him down to watch.
He makes
TikTok
me
that I sent
Oh
him.
my God, me too. At the end of the
Yeah.
night, I'm like, I know
Yeah.
you're not going to open any
Yep.
of these. So then I curate
That's
them
how
and
we
I
got
make
the
them watch.
creamy today.
Yep.
Because I
Yeah.
sat him down and I was like, look at this.
You're going to, exactly. Okay, so we did, but we're not doing so hot over here.
No.
I need you to step your game up. You had Pete, and I will give you that.
Yeah, the ones that I got right, you got wrong about being right.
That's true.
Yeah, look, I need to pull my weight. I get it.
Yeah.
I can do.
Yeah.
I can do
Okay.
better.
Okay.
We can do
see,
better.
that's
We can do
good.
better.
We can do
do
better.
We can do better.
Yeah, they can do worse. Yeah.
Yeah, we could, but we're not.
Okay, one thing we will never ever agree on is okay. So only 1 point up for
It's only one answer, right?
Yeah, one answer.
Okay.
When you see my answer, if you don't write this, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, you're so right.
I mean, to be fair, there's a couple things I feel like. Got it. Go ahead.
All right, 3, 2, 1. My
His mom.
mother.
It's like this.
And that's a point.
Okay, this question, this answer needs some context.
Also, you're right.
No?
You were like, I don't know if my answer's too spicy.
Well, I'm sure she'll see this.
Fucking Moody
and she
Boo.
is going to be here this weekend.
Yes, she will.
Oh, this will come out
This
afterwards.
podcast
No worries.
will-
So,
Yeah.
yeah, good. Good.
Your turn.
Ready? 3,
3, 2, 1.
Tucking the sheets in.
Squishmallows. But also that. I think mine's more right though. But look how adorable my squishmallows that I drew.
If
You guys
I-
now look like the emojis that you
If
just
I
wrote down.
didn't agree,
Did you not see that? We literally just did the emoji, the unimpressed. There it is, the unimpressed face, and like the squeak.
But I
Okay, I have a question. So we debate over this all the time because I'm a really hot sleeper, and so I like to throw a leg out, and I like to I need a little bit of air. I need some ventilation.
Yeah.
But Jeremy wants the sheets and the duvet or the comforter or whatever tucked in all the way around the bed, so that you're like trapped like a
I
furnace.
like the bedding
It's very claustrophobic.
So you're a psychopath.
to be.
Thank you so
It's not like having a bed made.
much.
I would like the sheets to be underneath the mattress.
Are
at
you
the
a
end.
hot pocket?
Literally, no. Do I want to be a pizza bucket? No.
How do you sleep?
One leg out,
Yes.
one leg in. This leg stays
That's
cool.
the same.
This leg
Yes.
is warm.
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
But my sheets are tucked in.
It's like, why would you do that?
How would you do that
Yeah.
if you're
Fighting.
like,
You're
up-
fighting for your life. You're
Up and
fighting
around.
for your life against the sheets every night.
Up and around.
That's not fun. I need it just like to kick it over
I
and
mean,
like
yeah.
wrap it around.
Yes.
So like you just have a mattress, fitted sheet,
Yeah.
and then nothing tucked in at all.
No. What the fitted sheet is
Right,
The
well-
fitted sheet is
Over
normal.
the-
It's normal.
yeah.
Normal.
So like
it's-
what is on your body?
I understand like of course like we tuck it in like for looks, but like once we get
This
in
isn't
bed,
a drag queen
Yes.
thing. This is a
yes.
bed.
Yes.
you
was really good.
you see you do enjoy the show. No, untucked all the way.
Okay. All right.
Thank
No,
you.
it's so like
Thank
if
you.
I
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to move my foot out and it gets trapped, I freak out.
Me too. I feel the same way.
freak
I feel
out.
claustrophobic.
All right. Comments. I want to know, am I fucking out of this world for liking my bed made?
What will you?
I don't know. When I'm at a hotel, I like that it's like tucked in, and I'm like I'm trapped, and I like that. But then also sleeping at home, I can't because of the 2 dogs and you. So
All of my bed baggage.
It
Yeah.
sounded like I was more bothersome than the 2 dogs when you said that.
The
And
dogs
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah.
Like you and the
yeah,
dogs.
yeah,
Like I could have been you and the dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs and you. Yeah.
you.
Wow, you guys are crushing. That was really good.
Well, this is great.
Squishmallows.
You know, I get it, but also like if I wasn't allowed to if I didn't agree with you at all, there wouldn't be any in the house.
That's true, actually. There's 3 on the couch right now. Okay, can I have the eraser? We're not doing so hot. Okay, what is your fiance's proudish? What is your fiance's proudest accomplishment?
I'm done.
I've got one answer for both of us.
Okay.
This is a hard question.
This is a hard question because this could be interpreted so many. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Who are we saying?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. I said saving lives as an EMT was probably your proudest accomplishment.
Oh,
Did we skip
Sorry,
over
this
that?
is-
Yeah, hang
This
on.
is
Who's
Cameron.
an EMT?
Yeah, by the way,
Cameron.
thanks for the clarification, but we didn't. I do appreciate
get a
it.
circle.
Do it.
No, why not? You could,
Another
but
one
one of you
bites the
probably has
dust.
done it.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
He's over here just shaking ass. Ooh.
Staying alive.
Okay.
Don't check out, girlfriend. Come back.
Oh no.
I just said doing something I love that also helps people, like in a
Yeah.
generic.
That's so
I know, but I thought
synonymous
I was
with
like,
Kelly
that was-
Clarkson.
But if I could write it again, that's the answer.
Since you've been gone.
I know you more than you know you.
That's the most
Yeah.
tangible accomplishment that I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, not that it doesn't require context, but Kelly Clarkson is just your biggest accomplishment?
Being on her show.
Oh, okay, got it.
Doing
Yeah, yeah,
fitness
yeah.
Marshall. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. That's
I
cool.
would give you 1 point for that.
I'm sorry, we're just fucking
I
charity
said
now?
mine was our Palm Springs house.
I get that. I mean, that's for sure better than saving people's lives.
I thought you were gonna put something. To me,
Acquiring
yeah.
property.
Yeah,
to rent it to
acquiring
people
property.
for more
Fuck
than you
those
pay for it.
lies.
It's much
Capitalism.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, people die every day.
But no,
You sound like Vanessa Hudgens.
anybody can, anybody can die, but like not everyone can buy houses.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
What did you put? I put me
can't
slash
see
you.
Oh, that's cute.
I just said you.
I said me slash you.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, that's so nice.
Disgusting.
Breeders. Adorable.
Breeders.
The straights are alive.
You're like acquiring property, and you're like acquiring each other.
Oh, that's funny.
Calling you my love.
Do we get 2 points for that?
We definitely do.
Oh yeah, that was
Thank
fantastic.
God. What is your fiance's love language?
Fiance's love language.
We have the same one.
Are we writing how they want to receive love or how they give love?
Ooh.
Decide amongst yourselves.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go. Well,
Okay, so we've got
I'm looking at
3 out of 5 love languages. None of them correlate.
None of them matter.
Wait, I feel
I'm
like
gift giving.
I think your acts of service. That's
Fine.
how you show love.
And then you
no,
are words
he manages you.
yeah,
you
Take
need
this paycheck
do
and
your
this dick.
It's called a career.
Yeah.
And he does it full time.
you're good at gift giving. I mean, I feel like gift giving acts of service is like,
but words of affirmation is you.
is how I give love.
It's what you want. It's what you need.
I want
It's what you
this.
need.
This is what, as someone with ADHD, this is what I want and need and what I get from you.
You actually even tweeted that yesterday when you were having a laundry meltdown and had to go for a walk, and then you came back and folded all your laundry. It's
Acts
really
of service.
cute.
Acts of service.
Let me pitch for Moody Booty over here. I just think that he kind of he bundles acts of service into things he does professionally, and so this is on top of that.
That's, I mean,
No.
Well,
but folding
but
laundry, that's
that was very
not
personal.
manager duty.
But sometimes fold laundry so you can go post that fucking TikTok.
That's
Yeah.
true. But
Yeah.
also, I don't get that often. So that's
No. I'm not saying you get that. I'm
something
saying
I
you want
that. I would love
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for sure.
Your clarification.
Yeah.
I know you want this.
I just don't give that.
Yeah.
What do you think that I give you?
Apparently, Dick and Cabo.
Paychecks and dick.
That was good. That was good. Okay.
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 I don't know.
ready?
Sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Acts of service
Acts
squared.
of service squared.
Wow.
Times
Wow.
2. Your face, Kayla.
Do things for me.
That's so
Do
good.
things for
Do
me.
things for me because I do things for you.
Do things for me because I do things for you.
That's what I thought ours was gonna be. That was gonna be so cute.
You guys work together, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but also I think that you've been with each other for a long time. So acts of service I almost feel obligatory at this point.
I guess.
I don't think so. I think that there's boundaries and
I feel like I'm more of
Obviously,
I give you
babe,
more words of
Obviously,
affirmation.
we've mastered it.
yeah, we messed.
Yeah, it's these
Oh
guys.
my god, did we just pull into the fucking lead? Holy shit, 7-6.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy I have therapy tomorrow.
By the way, how do our asses look? Okay, what is the first song your fiance puts on when they get in the car? Ooh, I know exactly what mine is.
What yours is? Is it cheating to specify if it's like artist, song, podcast, playlist, album?
I don't think it is, as long as it matches the other person.
Okay, I'm gonna do an artist for me.
I feel like you're cheating, but okay.
Oh.
It's fine.
I thought I just asked. I was like, is it cheating to specify if
Why
it's an
don't we do artists?
artist?
Yeah. If you're to do a song, great, but artists. Artist level's fine.
I was gonna do a podcast.
Okay.
You don't listen to music that often.
The prompt is, what is the first song your fiance puts on?
Yeah, but you don't listen to songs that often, I feel like.
I'm willing to accept podcasts.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I didn't put a podcast, so
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
BBE.
Boss bitch energy.
love that one.
And Brittany.
Brittany! Oh
And Brittany.
my god.
But he never lets me pick, so I never get to listen to Brittany.
Very
okay,
true.
but I would say Boss Bitch Energy sounds like a playlist that would have some Brittany on it, no?
Actually, it does.
does
It has
at
Give Me
times.
More, and he skips
Yeah.
it every time.
Yeah, but, okay, but you have an electric car, right?
Yes.
Who charges the car?
Me.
I
Well-
do when he tells me to.
Well, you said you wanted kind words. Go charge the car, fucking please. Okay, ready?
Okay, so for me, I put,
Hold on. I spelled this wrong. Oh, whatever.
I'm really stressed about your answer because I'm pretty sure it's wrong.
It's fine. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Lauren puts on Galantis.
Galantis!
Oh, shit.
And I just said Biebs.
Wow.
I put Broadway music.
Gay.
How many? If you're at home wondering when she's gonna realize that I'm gay,
That was it.
I finally feel what you feel. When did I put on a broad? When did I put on a?
You put on Baby by Justin Bieber. Also, I don't know if that's any more necessarily straight insinuating, to be honest.
And
I
then
mean, at least it's not a
Bieber.
deep cut.
by the way, no. I go off album.
Acoustic.
I find a new version of it that happened
Acoustic.
later, years
a
on.
bit of it.
No. It's gayer than you thought.
Oh, you're so right.
Okay,
it
but
is.
when
You
have I ever
remember-
put a musical on when you're in the car?
I don't know, never. But that's why I was like, do I know this? But what I was gonna say is that you always listen to fucking what's his
Lex Friedman?
Yeah, Lex Friedman is what I was gonna put down.
Okay, well, our sex life is popping.
But like the best part is that the juxtaposition between Justin Bieber deep cuts and the Lex Friedman
gotta-
podcast is
When I'm on the way to a meeting that means something, it is hood rap or whatever, like not even like popular musical, like old school shit.
That's why I said Broadway, question mark.
Even off Broadway.
That's what I said.
I give you that limited edition run in DC.
Okay, so we only got one there. Oh my God, we are tied. Holy shit. 8
Last
to 8.
question. What's your fiance's death row meal plus beverage? Oh, babe, we about to win this shit.
Are we going to win this
Fuck
shit?
yeah.
Should we go crazy and add a dessert on top of this for 3 points
I don't
each?
know that, so just relax.
That's spicy.
Okay,
I'm
how are you
ready.
feeling? Is
Go
everyone
ahead.
ready?
3, 2, 1. Sugarfish,
Okay.
sushi,
And a Negroni.
I said cold brew or gin.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Pasta and martini. I said pizza and Diet Coke.
Well, that's what I was going to write Diet Coke, but then I was like,
If you're gonna
since I
die,
did-
like it should be a drink.
It should be a drink, I think.
So then
yeah.
that's why I did like drinks for both of us.
I just know that like you love pretending like you just like love Diet Coke and don't care about alcohol, and I know that's not true.
Wait, what does that mean?
You'll just be like, oh no, I just want a Diet Coke. I don't need a drink. I'm like,
Yeah, when I'm trying to be skinny.
No, we'll
the
wait. Go ahead.
wheels are falling off the cart. The wheels are falling off the
You guys
cart.
can finish
we
this.
That's 2 points.
2?
all right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's 2 points.
Also,
2
can we
points.
get sugarfish tonight,
Yes.
please? I know we just went to the store, but like the broccoli can last a day.
Oh, you've at least 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
broccoli.
thank you.
Yeah.
100%.
Are you ready?
Okay, so for me, I put
Lawrence would be steak.
Yes.
Maybe lobster, but the steak would have to have
Holy
it would have
shit.
to have sauce from her favorite spot in Canada, Amakara sauce.
Oh my God, I didn't even put that, but yes,
Yeah.
steak, lobster,
Wow.
and
Yeah,
champagne.
and then champagne. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, for you,
Steak, lobster, and whiskey.
I put Dr. Pepper.
I'm about to fucking
See,
die.
we did the same thing.
Oh man.
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 points.
Wow.
I think
That's
I
good.
mean, once again, but I know that you would want the sauce.
I know. No, I was gonna put the sauce. No, you get that. That's 3 points on our side for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've always you can no.
Wait, did we?
You're speaking
3 out of 4
into the
points?
microphone.
You've always said pizza's your favorite food. You've never not said pizza's your favorite. You love
No,
pasta
it's
and you love
any-
Italian,
Anything.
but pizza's either the answer
Yeah.
was Italian, or if you had to specify pizza.
No, I should have put pizza. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you
all I
win.
needed.
That's
You win.
what we
I
did.
love
That's
being
what
in a
we
room
did.
with someone who also needs to be right.
Like we cannot move forward on this podcast right now until I know that your favorite food
Until I
is
know.
pizza.
So it sounds like we have 4 shots.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Hang
Do we
on.
just tie?
No, I don't think we tied.
No, they were no. That was an inner. That was
Yeah.
an inner therapy session for
But
them
didn't
as
we
a
just
couple.
tie?
No, we won. You won.
No, we won.
Oh.
No, I think you
Babe,
guys
we
won.
won.
Yeah, but as hosts, we take one with you.
As a host, we would take it out with you. Yes,
Yeah.
of course,
That
of
is
course.
so kind.
It's a straight thing.
You wouldn't get it.
This smells like rubbing alcohol. I just want you to
Yeah,
know,
it
Hendrix.
does.
It
You
smells
guys
like a
have-
fucking Christmas tree on layaway at
No.
Lowe's.
That would be really nice of this gin to smell like
I
Christmas tree.
think
That is
Tanqueray smells like Christmas trees.
Yeah.
I think gin smells nice.
like rubbing
Oh,
alcohol.
that smells like high school.
Yeah, that
It's very
smells.
citrusy.
I'm not sure where.
no, there's juniper berries, right?
Sure.
Or you can have the juniper. All right, let's do it.
I also
Pour 'em up.
love gin with a splash of pineapple.
For somebody who drinks as much as you do, commit to the pour.
Told my grandma that I don't drink anymore.
No, I totally.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But by the way, your grandma should be watching this podcast always. I wish that someone could have seen how beautiful that was.
Oh no.
Oh
Can
God.
you finish? Is there?
There is not a single drop of pineapple in that shot. I just want everyone to know that there is just
Wait.
pineapple on the table. Also, that is an absurdly
I don't
little
know
amount.
Okay,
why
well,
I-
this is a
Pass me
shot.
that. Pass me that. Jokes.
Well, I'm gonna do a pineapple back as well. So I'm just gonna grab it once you're done with it.
okay.
Okay. Well,
L'chaim.
Cheers to the straights coming out on top again.
no.
Oh, Cameron, you didn't even try.
Well, you were
You were-
still
we got
at
little
it.
arms.
Hey,
yeah.
and to us.
Yeah, babe. To us. To us.
To us. Okay, you
So
ready?
funny to see straight people take shots.
No, that's like the least straight shot I've ever taken. Yeah. Okay, I have questions. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah? I mean, did we want to wrap that game or can we just move on?
No, yeah, we won.
Great.
Go straights.
Cut it. Compilers podcast gonna be go straight. Yeah. Okay, so some less. Okay, if you're this far in the podcast, listeners, they'll want to hear these questions. So here goes our retention rate. Ready? So, okay. So how the fuck do you make your business actually work without killing each other on the bad days.
Do you want to answer that? Your bottle gets full faster than mine.
Yeah.
What an odd.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before.
Your brisket gets cooked a little faster.
Honestly, we just know when to kind of step back and just not. Because it's like if we're having a bad day, I'm like, no, anything that we do together, I'm like, anything that we plan to do together today, we're
not
moving
gonna
it
work.
to another day.
That's
We're not doing
really
it.
interesting.
You always are like, I'm off the clock. I'm not answering this question you asked
Yeah.
me right
Wow.
now. And so
Well, because we had to be very intentional because it was like before we were just working 24/7.
Yep.
And then we were like, when are we actually in a relationship?
and then it was like, are we dating or are we just
Yeah.
making each other
So
money?
then we set like really real work hours during the week. And then we were like, weekends, maybe we're going on a trip or something for work. But it's like, we need to have time dedicated to just us. And we've like created date nights and things. So we're like, we need a time that feels as like it is our relationship just as much as we have time where it is work.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is like, I feel like why you guys are able to be successful in this. Because that's
Yeah.
so mature and like intentional. And I feel like the reason why it can be successful.
But I also think like, what's funny is their answer is similar to ours in the sense of it's not about what you do that makes it work. It's about like what you don't do when
Yeah.
things aren't working.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like not trying to like force, because we both have the potential to say something stupid when we're not in a good mood. So like just like, okay, today's not the day. We're not doing this today. We'll do this
Right.
another
Yeah.
day because it seems like a big mountain to climb today. But later in the week, it probably won't be that bad.
I also
Right.
can't shoot if we're fighting or like in a bad mood because like my whole job is to like bring joy to people.
And peppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if like we're bitching each other before we start, like that's like that hurts the both of us because
Yeah.
then like I can't do what I'm supposed to do. So like we've just really learned like certain things have to be tabled and just not talked about. Or once it's 6 o'clock, like we are in what show do you want to watch time, and not like how's active booty doing.
It was bad for a minute though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Because it was like all of our fights were about work.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it was like, we're not fighting as a couple, but
Yeah.
I'm still mad at you. And
Right.
I'm not, and now I have to go to bed with you and like make dinner with you. Like, what?
The resentment that can build up if you feel like there's also like not equal workloads
Totally.
is also something we had to
Yeah.
figure out, and like what
Yep.
are the expectations like and I don't want to feel like I'm letting you down. I don't want to feel like you're letting me down. So like that communication was really hard because I think for a while it was just like I think you felt like you were pulling all the weight for quite a while.
I feel like that too with you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
I was thinking about me and I was like,
No, I'll just be like I'm just like not creative. Like I'm not in my creative era right now. And you're like, well, I'm in my we have rent to pay era. So
Yeah.
We have multiple versions of rent to pay.
Yeah. But I don't know. Also, we've just been through a lot with the business as well at this point where it's like we've kind of hit every piece highs, lows.
Yeah.
Like,
having stability is also helpful for not killing each other. Because
Yeah.
now is like the first
Right.
time, the past couple of years is the first time we have had like a stable business model and revenue that we can count on. And that's something we hadn't experienced for like the first 6 years of our business.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also nice. Just not being terrified every day.
But call me crazy, but I genuinely think that couples are better off when they go through some shit and then things get good versus like things just like being good from the beginning.
yeah.
And then,
Oh, that's awful.
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
You know
like
what I
as
mean?
much as that sounds like a fairy tale, that's just not
Totally.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
because then you crumble when shit happens.
Right.
And it's like you have no skills that you built up to deal with that.
Totally.
Well, Lauren's family was so normal and loving and caring and thoughtful that like I think for the first 18 years.
Oh, I lived in a bubble until I was about 18.
It was like I hear the stories and I'm like, you actually did it that way?
I lived in a bubble, a nicely padded, protective bubble until I was 18.
It's like ABC Family, whatever the show was at 7:30 p.m. Like
Yeah.
just like, hey, morning kids. Like that's what
know.
it sounded like. I'm like, what?
Which was very, very sweet, which is very
amazing.
sweet.
Amazing.
So your parents are still together and everything?
Yes, still together.
Oh, I know,
So
it's
sweet.
terrible,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I've never met like a functional family child.
I
So
know.
that's
I'm also an
interesting.
only child too, so like there could have been like
Wow.
weird trauma shit that could have come from that, but I turned out pretty normal for the most part. I do have a dependency on squishmallows, and so there's probably something tied there.
There is that,
but
yeah.
there's that. But yeah, for the most part, I would say it wasn't until I hit about 18 that real shit started happening to me, and like it would have been interesting to see like in another reality like how I would have handled when real shit started happening had I gone through some trauma earlier in life. My parents did, you know, to their credit, did such an incredible job of giving me a beautifully soft and cushy life.
I had to testify
Boring.
against my dad in court.
Well,
Ready?
I pressed
Jeremy-
charges against mine, so
Jeremy's like, what's it like to
I was
have
gonna
a
say,
dad?
It must be so nice to be so close to your dad. All the memories.
Oh my God.
How's your dad? The one who loves you. Okay, got it. Okay, great. I have more questions, but I feel like did you want to throw that in there?
What about your dad?
No, okay, well, there's not much to talk about. Okay, next question I have is gays in Indiana. I feel like
they're here.
I know. Yeah. Well, okay.
We all know each
By the
other.
way, that's the name of the podcast. Indiana gays.
Indiana gays.
Yeah. How bigoted was your city when you grew up?
Oh, interesting.
Because I feel like you're a little bit younger than me, but not that much. Everybody said the wildest shit all the time when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I think that was just normal. Like
But-
if I wasn't called the F slur, like that, it wasn't like a Tuesday, you know?
And you were out though, right?
So actually, I feel like for me, it got better when I came out in high school.
Oh.
I feel like once people, like they had nothing to say because if they were like, you're gay, I was like, yeah, like I came out. And so like it became easier. I feel like before that was
Yeah.
the worst. When
Yeah.
you're like dealing with it internally and then everyone at school is calling you like gay wad and like gay and just like the F slur all the time. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
that's what I was used to. But like once I came out, I feel like I got a little more respect. But like that's when like the talk behind my back started.
Interesting.
People in the Midwest are great at being nice to your face and talking shit behind your back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, bless your heart. He's going to hell. And so that's just, I feel like what I had to like get used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially in
Yeah.
religion for sure.
Yeah.
So, well,
Yeah.
because we would never judge, but
But Jesus will when he burns you.
Well, that's the thing is like, I saw like conversations behind people's back about people that did come out or
Yeah.
were gay. And so I didn't come out until I was in college when we started dating.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
to my family. I came out to my family as I was dating him.
He took me on vacation
I
with
took-
his family to a remote location in a lake with no cell
to
phone
my
service.
grandparents' lake house.
And did not tell me he was not out. And so I went there as his boyfriend.
yeah.
The fact that,
Yeah.
like, okay, all of the other stuff that is involved in your relationship aside, the fact that you survived that vacation.
Honestly, that was easier than maybe your mom.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Did you experience a lot of homophobia though? Like when you
Yeah. Well, because my dad was like heavy in the church as well.
Oh.
And he lived in the country for a few years. And so, like, even within my family, like, it was just like little comments here and there. It's like
Right.
when you're gay, you're picking up on everything
Right,
that
right, right,
everyone
right.
says. Even
Yeah.
if they
Right.
don't know they're saying it,
Yeah.
like, you pick up, like, oh, I know what that
like the
means.
microaggressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, not that my family's homophobic, but it's just like the culture of Indiana was very that.
Totally.
And so, I don't know, even like going to church and like my dad, after I came out to him, realized like, oh, my church is pretty homophobic. And he like left
didn't
the
they
church.
make you like go up to the altar?
Yeah. Every Sunday they would like pray for the gays. Literally.
Stop, that's not
And
real.
in the bowls,
Yeah.
and they're like, and now
Yeah.
a moment of silence for the gays.
I
Yeah.
had to go like meet
We
with
would
my
do the little
pastors.
cracker, the little wine.
That's right.
Now let's pray for the gays.
No.
Yeah. And people would walk up.
Gays,
It's
murderers,
crazy.
both of them.
No, I had to meet with my pastor at Starbucks as soon as I came out. My mom scheduled a meeting. What like the gayest place to have a meeting?
At the
like with your
Starbucks, I was
pastor.
gonna say.
Yeah. And my pastor's like,
At
I
least they're
mean,
Dunkin'
like,
Donuts.
my pastor's like, I don't think you're going to hell. I was like, my mom does. But it,
Oh, that's what your pastor said to you?
yeah, he's really cool.
That's nice.
Really
Was it
cool.
Ryan?
It was Ryan, yeah.
That's nice.
Shout out Ryan McCarty.
Ryan McCarty.
That's always just like shocking to me. I guess I just like didn't grow up around much of that. Not to say that there's not homophobic people in Canada
she
and
didn't
Ontario.
experience any bigotry, and her parents loved her. Like, what the fuck? Like, huh? You're about the same age as me.
I was really lucky too, in the sense that like my hometown is not necessarily like that multicultural, but like I never experienced really like much racism. And then I moved to Toronto, and white people are literally the minority in Toronto, I feel like. So like I've been really lucky in that sense.
Wow.
But it's so shocking to hear stuff like that, because like you see that in like movies and media, but like it's so crazy to hear about that happening to people that you actually know.
I think it's worse than what the media would say, because you can't even make a movie anymore that even touches on how bad I think
Yeah.
it was, because it wasn't even
Totally.
that bad. It was just normal. Like the things
Yeah.
that would just like the conversation, to
was
your point,
normal,
the
yeah.
microaggression stuff was just like, it was funny to everybody. Like, oh, I didn't mean it. I don't actually mean that. I just say that kind of stuff. Because like being in Illinois, can't be that far from you guys. I know what it was like in ours. It was
Yeah.
just constantly,
Yeah.
like nobody was out nor could they be safely for years after getting out of at least like the area I was in anyway.
Yeah. What saved me was being in like the arts in high school and also like in our hometown. We had like a big art school. And so I got to go there and like feel I could be myself even without being out, but I could still like act like myself. And it was just like theatrical. I was performing and I felt like I could express that. I didn't have to like repress it all the time. Like when I was like forced to be on the sports teams, because my dad like coached soccer and his dream was for me to be a soccer kid. It was like fucking High School Musical. Thank God he like
Troy Bolton,
So he didn't make me like continue, but like having to be on the team and like be in the locker room and be around that was awful because I was just in my head like, did they think I'm looking at them? But like they don't even know I'm gay, but I think I'm gay, but I'm not gay. It's just like a constant internal monologue of like having to like self-regulate how you actually feel was the most traumatizing thing I think of all of it.
Right.
Oh yeah, I have like a really vivid memory in like middle school where like one of my friends, like for gym we had a change and it wasn't one of my friends. I don't know why I said that. But one of the guys was like always saying like things about me, like looking at other people. And I'm like, but I'm not because I'm really uncomfortable by all of you even being in the same room.
You're
as
thinking
me
about
right
not
now.
looking at people more than anybody else.
Exactly.
Right.
Like I'm actually thinking the
You saw
opposite.
less dicks
Meanwhile-
than every straight guy in the room.
Exactly.
There's a straight guy there doing a helicopter.
Yeah, and they're like banging each other, smacking each other's ass. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you guys are doing that to each other.
Right.
Like, and no, I'm definitely not interested in you. So, yeah. A
That's
weird
also-
place.
Yeah.
Now that I'm dig up your trauma, great to have you guys. We'll see. No, I honestly think because like the reason when I realized that I made 1,000 jokes every day that were way off base was when I started doing theater and being like, everyone's gay around here and I like them a lot. Maybe I should stop making all these fucking jokes when I'm not in the room with them. Like, and that's just like when like you're with your like sports friends or like all these different groups or whatever. It's just like that was like the topic of conversation in the Midwest. And it's not until you're like, oh, wait. Maybe don't fucking be a dick.
I think everyone around, even like all of our friends, just like making like inappropriate jokes was the normal thing. Like if you're not gay, like everything was on the table. And we were just like saying awful jokes that like we didn't mean to be bad, but we were like, that's how we're relating to each other and how we like are like, you're my friend, so I'm going to say this. And it was just like an awakening, I think, getting to college and being like, oh, like everyone's not like this.
Right.
Did I have a really fucked up childhood? Like,
Right.
because then like the adults normalize it too. And it's just like,
absolutely.
you're in this bubble of, I thought this is just normal. And then and then the internet happens and you're like,
Oh, right. So much else exists outside of just like your hometown bubble.
yeah. Oof.
So anyways, love all the trauma that we have. Let's talk about wedding planning. I'm so excited. I was just telling them, babe, when you were setting things up, that my mom the last week when I was visiting home, her favorite thing has been to tell everyone how aligned she is with you two in saying that with like wedding planning, it just makes so much sense if like a family member or like a loved one hasn't made the effort to come and meet your significant other, they shouldn't be meeting for the first time at the wedding. And that is a rule to stand by when you're doing your invite list. Have you guys like had any drama or anything so far? We like even for the engagement party.
Ooh, let's
guest
talk about
list?
current trauma. Yeah.
Current
Past
trauma.
traumas now onto current trauma. It's just that like it's so interesting having to think about family and like friend politics almost in terms of like invite lists because it really does come down to like numbers, which is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like even with your engagement party, because we were like talking about this as
couldn't
well.
believe
were like,
we were in
Well,
there.
not even that, but it was like, okay, like whenever there's like parties or weddings like that, you want to like talk to your other friends, and be like, oh, like, are you going? Where are you staying? And like,
that's
you don't
the
know
worst.
who you can like say
Yes.
that
Oh my God,
to.
yes.
I put foot right up my own mouth several times. Like,
Yes.
are you gonna in town? When are you gonna like getting in?
Yeah.
Like getting in for what? I go, nothing.
Exactly.
The baseball game,
Exactly.
the big home opener.
That's the weirdest part.
Yeah.
Is like not knowing who else is going to be there.
Yeah.
But with us, we've had a few like things here and there, but we're not too deep into it where like we have save the dates out, but not invites.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I feel like when that
I
happens,
was gonna
and
wonder because
people-
we haven't seen her invite yet.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
And the date-
you've gotten
Yeah.
your save the
And the
date.
date is saved. I just
Yeah.
wondered
Okay,
what the
I was
invite
gonna
was.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coming in June.
I feel like we're pretty comfortable. I feel like with the people we're inviting because we just like we keep a small circle, I feel like.
Yeah.
And there are a few people that are like super close to us. And I don't think anyone who doesn't get an invite will be surprised. Also,
I think you're wrong.
well, maybe because also like
Other people will feel some type of way, but I don't think they will.
and it also
Right.
doesn't mean that like we don't love them because there are so many people that I
Totally.
like love, and I'm
Yeah.
like we have to just like have the people like we really want there. And I like we've not had family drama. Like also we're paying for the wedding, so
Right.
like my family doesn't have and your family doesn't have like input, and so they're not trying to like micromanage it because I'm like.
Yes.
I'm inviting you to this wonderful wedding, and you don't have to pay a dime, and so they know that there's like a boundary there.
Right.
So
But do they know?
oh, I think they know. They haven't said a word to us.
Yeah,
about
well, even my
invites.
dad, like I had a conversation with him and he was like, oh, is there something that you need help with or like something I should pay for? He was like, say help with your sister's wedding. And I was like, no.
Yeah. It's better. It's better that way. 100%.
I was like, you know what? It's a day. We want everyone to feel welcome. We want to treat everyone. We've picked everything out for everyone specifically. So like we don't want your input
Right.
or like need it. Like we have a great planner. She's taking care of everything. I want nothing from anyone. I want you to enjoy the day as much as we do.
Same, but Dad, if you wanted to pick up the bill,
Yeah.
if you wanna show up 31 years later
you
and
want to
pick up
see,
the bill.
you want to see each other for the third time ever. I guess you can pay for it.
The
No,
budget
I-
keeps growing.
Well, yeah. So you might be called
I know,
Dad. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, Dad, remember how you pay for other siblings' wedding?
No, but it's true. I think that's a good point. Is that when you're not leaning on anyone's financial
Oh.
aid in that sense, like they don't get a say, and there's a mutual understanding there when you're because we're doing the same thing. Is that we're just paying for it,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even like we weren't looking to our parents for money. It was just kind of given that like if we're gonna pay for whatever we want to do, and we're lucky enough that we have like fucking 6 family members between the two of us. But
We're
I
up to
think
6 now?
But no, I think that does take a lot of the drama because you hear about people who like they want the mom's sister's best friend's cousin. They want them there because it's for whatever reason important to them. But you're like, who the fuck is that person? But if they're paying for it,
Right.
there's like a little bit of an issue there.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like all of the fights that I have with my mom disappeared overnight when she stopped paying for things.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the tea.
Yeah.
16 tattoos later, baby.
Baby.
I feel like I'm also like we're in the phase of our lives where like we're enjoying like treating our parents because like they grew up in such a normal like 9 to 5, like this is who I'm working for, like
Yep.
this is the ceiling, and so we get to like show them a whole
life of
new- a
luxury.
whole new
But you can vault that ceiling.
And so it's just nice. So like we enjoy. We're like no, just like relax, come. Like we want to treat you, like celebrate. Like this is for you just as much as it is for us. So like
So did we commit to the acrylic floor going over the pool for a dance floor?
Yes.
Fuck yes, we did.
and we got it for a quarter of the price that we originally quoted.
A quarter.
And we're gonna.
It is the most
We can
expensive
say
thing
how
at
much
our
that
wedding.
is. They were going to charge us $25,000 to cover our pool with
I
an
would
acrylic
personally
floor.
For one
hold
night.
myself on top of it on both sides. You could walk over me for half that
human
price.
bridge.
Yes.
Absolutely not. I said,
No.
what is it going to do? Is it going to float when we start dancing? Like, it makes no sense.
Just to
We-
walk on it?
Just to walk on it. And they
For
said,
a
well,
dance
it's because
floor.
we have to like cut it like special for your pool. Like we have to do like
No.
round
We'll
edges
do
to
whatever
fit.
the other person's
Make it
shape
square.
was.
Make a
I said,
rectangle.
make it square, put it on top, problem solved.
Yeah.
Give me the last guy bean pool. I don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
And so
fine.
that's what we did.
Love a bean pool.
Wait, you get to keep it?
No.
Maybe.
Wait, we paid for it?
I don't know.
Where are we going to put it?
Well,
No. Sometimes it's better to do rentals. Sometimes it's
Well,
better
they
to
said
like.
they're gonna make it for you. Then I want to. That shit better stay.
No.
No, maybe that's why it's a quarter of the
I
price.
think
though.
we're
yeah.
going to do the custom. Yeah. But
Okay.
no, it's
Yeah.
not.
Now you're
Yeah,
gonna,
it's like gonna go over the pool a little bit.
I hope there's like a couple sides that like doesn't quite fill the whole way, and you're just like, don't go over
Falls
there.
in,
Yeah.
like breaks their leg.
Go in. Well, the dancers will go in there.
We just had we got a lot of great feedback in the last episode. So we've been really open about like how much it costs to plan a wedding so far.
Yeah.
And we had a call with a planner who said her minimum was $500,000 for a wedding.
No.
500,000. You could buy a house in Palm Springs for that much.
Yeah.
You could literally buy a whole
The,
ass
the
house.
total cost of the wedding had to be $500,000.
Minimum. And she
Minimum.
takes 18% of that.
$90,000.
Is that not fucking insane? Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did on the call. That is exactly what we did on the call.
Maybe there's some clientele that would but no.
Well, it'd be funny if we didn't know clientele who didn't pay for that.
And who planned a wedding with her. Yeah. So anyways, we hired our wedding planner and we're excited to get started.
Indeed.
You don't have a date yet, do you?
No, we don't have a date yet. Yeah, we're gonna pick a venue. We are gonna.
Lauren has no idea how hard it is to get a venue. She has no idea. She's like, I think we're gonna like early spring next year, and I'm like, okay.
But I'm also open to a Friday or Sunday wedding.
Oh, by the clear Wednesdays, fuckers. It's way cheaper those days. Okay,
Oh, that's my life.
Yeah, but their venue is.
No one says you can't do it in the parking lot. In the back.
I would love nothing more
Can you
than
check their internet
fitness,
speeds?
Marshall.
Yeah.
Can you check the download?
No worries,
Oh my
no worries.
god. Oh yeah. So anyway, so we're thinking about doing a Friday Sunday wedding because I know a lot of the venues are already taken for Saturdays, but you guys are looking to have a venue
Outdoor,
in your
indoor?
second home. Outdoor for sure.
That's new.
Jeremy has no idea what's coming. Like I'm gonna send him a calendar invite of where to be and what time, and he'll be there.
Yeah.
Be great.
That's me.
That's what he is.
People like, I don't have any interest in planning my wedding. I have interest in attending. I don't have interest in
God.
doing anything other than that.
If I have a conflict for the first half, do I have to be there? Or can I just come for the second half?
If when? If
Like
you
a conflict for the first half of the wedding?
the first half
I
of
just
the
want to show
wedding.
up for like drinks and party.
And he was like, I was like, I just want to be there to like drink and party. He's like, well, yeah, like everyone else is gonna like drink and party, but like we shouldn't drink that much. We can like remember the night. And I was like, that you just took away
I
all
don't
the
want to be
fun.
Jen Cameron on our wedding night.
Well, maybe you should regulate yourself
Yeah.
because I want to have a good time.
There's probably a happy medium between sober
yes,
and
yes.
Here's the
And there
thing,
is.
though.
That's what
My-
I would like to be.
Grandparents have never seen me drink. My grandparents have never tasted alcohol.
No.
So like this is gonna be huge,
But,
and I'm terrified.
They know you're gay, right? Or did they find that out at the wedding?
Well, I said, well, Mom, you thought
the
Karen was a
bride-
girl. Yeah, so that's what I'm most nervous about, honestly, is my mom and dad being in the same room at the same time and my grandparents seeing me drink.
The good news is that there's going to be like 56 other people there, and so hopefully it'll help. Muddy the waters is not the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for, but you know what I mean. Like dilute the chaos.
Yeah. No, that's a good way of looking at it.
If you need me, like, I can be like an over the top frat star to distract them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, that's a good
If
tactic.
you could tell my grandpa like how like straight I act around my friends, that'd be
Oh
very
my
helpful.
fucking god!
Oh, should we get Caleb up in a beer bong?
No, alcohol.
Keg stand.
Cake stand.
Keg stand.
No, be like, watch how fast he can open
Cake
his
stands
Bible.
for Jesus.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Amen.
Oh my god.
hurt.
Okay, well I feel like that's a better note to end the pod on than our religious growing up trauma.
That's right.
Agreed.
Open the Bible fast.
Gays in Indiana who like to top in Cabo.
Okay, so what are you plugging right now? What are you working on?
Him. What?
We're working on our love languages is what
Yes.
we're working on.
Yes.
Pizza is favorite food and our love languages.
Well, what I'm working on is Linda can tell you better than I can.
Yeah, I
Our
know.
Booty Army memberships, because honestly, we live stream every single week, and
But you have subscriptions, right?
well, that's what we do. Is we have the memberships on YouTube, and so people, when they're a member, they get access to our live streams, and so like that goes from a 3-minute like easy workout to do to like a full length 30-minute or hour workout every week, and it's new. But it's like we do the same dances that they know from the channel, and so it's like they
that's-
can just jump
that's
up and be like, "Oh my
amazing.
god, I'm doing my favorite
Yeah.
dance!" But like it's a little bit different every week, or like he's saying something different, so it's always fresh because I fucking hate boring workouts. So
Your ADHD is a superpower.
it absolutely, because it's the only thing that keeps me entertained.
Yep.
Like I can only do this job because like I have to like I'm live and I have to do the thing and I can't fuck up. Also, I am wearing my Active Booty joggers that we sell on activebooty.com. We also sell bras and leggings, and I feel like since I haven't eaten much today, that gin shot did a number on me. So I am going to end this.
This Booty Army live stream.
Speak.
Eloquent as always. Thank you.
You can't leave me. You really can't leave me.
I know. We'll get you help.
On that note, go subscribe. Get your booty in
I
shape.
feel like I didn't sell it.
No. You
No,
sold it.
that was really great.
If you want more of that,
Honestly,
you now know where to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for coming, guys. And,
thanks for having
us. That gin is going home with you because we will not drink
no,
that.
yeah, that's
so
yours now.
That's your
You
gin
can
now.
have
A
yeah,
gift.
We will come back.
Or do you want to leave it here for Friday for
No,
Drag Race
you'll take
finale?
You'll take it with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
Dan
We'll
will
leave it
eat
here.
it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, great. We'll leave it here for Drag Race finale next week.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Jeremy, that's something that we're all going to do
You know,
together.
I
because-
gotta
Together as a group.
No, I got to think.
I actually sent him a calendar invite.
No.
I really did. To be
Yeah,
like,
it's
I literally said,
I
I was
might
like,
be there.
can the gays come over on Friday, watch the Drupal Drag Race finale? And then I sent him a calendar invite.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
There is a calendar invite in my calendar for gays and RuPaul.
Gays.
Your house is going to be infested for 3 hours.
They allowed me to be the honorary straight in the friend group. I'm so honored.
Well, I wouldn't want to impede on that.
No,
Yeah.
That's
no.
true. There's only room for one straight, and it's me. And it's me.
Me.
Only bottoms that wipe.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll see you next week on Wild Til. Bye.
Right.